But first, when the last class of the day ends at Oak Hill High School in the town of Wales, the nearly 400 students disperse.
Some go home, some go to work, some to practice, and a surprising number of students head back into a classroom, not for remedial work, but because they want to be part of a tradition of excellence that's been around for longer than they've been alive.
I'll be around to answer questions and help.
After 2 o'clock, the students start to roll into Angela Roy's classroom.
You should all have your folders, right? So get those out.
They don't waste time, they get right to work.
Because we need a schedule of our social media posts, an example of a social media post, and a plan to develop awareness. So if each of one of us do that, like one of those, because there's 3 of us.
This is the Oak Hill High School chapter of the Future Business Leaders of America.
And then we have to set up this for the financial statement analysis.
It has 52 members, more than 1 out of every 8 students in the school.
It's the largest extracurricular activity here at Oak Hill. We actually have more members than the football team has players.
Many of the students here figured they'd give Future Business Leaders of America a shot without realizing just how enthusiastic they'd become about it.
I was not expecting anything of this caliber my freshman year. I was just hoping to just survive high school like a normal teenager.
What do the students learn in Future Business Leaders of America? FBLA for short. All kinds of things related to business, ethics, public speaking, business management, healthcare, entrepreneurship, and more.
Learning how to speak in front of people, or creating a resume, or just stepping up and being a leader. And it doesn't matter what you're going to do in your future. These are all skills that you can take and use anywhere.
The national conference that year, we went to Long Beach, California.
Angela Roy's FBLA scrapbooks hold a lot of memories. She was in FBLA when she was a student here. Later, as a teacher, she became assistant advisor, and she's been head advisor now for 15 years.
What do you think is the lasting impact that students get from being in this organization?
I've had kids tell me that FBLA is their best memories from high school.
It all looks quite normal, but there is an extraordinary record of achievement here. Oak Hill High School has won the Maine FBLA competition 25 years in a row.
If I were the advisor of FBLA and I had to walk by this every day, I think I would crumble from the pressure.
Yes, yeah, there is a lot of pressure here, right? Like to bring home another trophy.
25 years in a row, best in the state.
Yes.
That's a remarkable achievement.
Yeah, super proud of our kids. For 25 years, I'm super proud of our kids for 25 years.
One key to Oak Hill's success, the students' hours and hours of preparation, practice, and hard work.
We have study sessions over the weekends and after school, and it's just the amount of time we put into it.
Another key.
So you're going to use Canva?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Mrs. Roy.
She's just such a kind and supportive person. We really want to do well for her and ourselves. She really teaches us and pushes us so we can do really well.
Everybody who joins this chapter knows about the record that Oak Hill has. Does that put pressure on you guys?
Oh, yeah, of course, but it's good pressure, you know? It's like the pressure to succeed.
Best in the state for 25 consecutive years. If a football team had that record, ESPN would have done 5 documentaries on it. Oak Hill doesn't have national recognition, but its FBLA alumni are a band of brothers and sisters. Athletic Director Brian Daniels understands because he graduated from this school, and yes, he too was in FBLA.
Small town, small community, right? A population of just about 400 kids, but if you think about the impact of FBLA over 25 years, I mean, the networking is thousands, right?
How often do you run into alumni who are out in the community who were in FBLA?
All the time. I had a girl call me the other night who is just graduated from college, interviewed for 3 jobs, got an offer on all 3 jobs, and she said, I used my FBLA interview skills.
How did that make you feel?
Awesome, awesome. I love those phone calls. Get them often too.
Oh, I love that. It makes me excited.
It makes you want to go back to school and join FBLA, doesn't it?
It does. I'm not kidding. Seriously, that's great. And I feel like the younger generations, they always get a bad rep. It's hard to argue with kids like that.
No, they're just wonderful young people. And the Future Business Leaders of America State Championship is coming up in a week and a half.
Oh, pressure's
Every school that's
on.
competing, and as we said, there are about a dozen of them, is going to be gunning for Oak Hill.
Oh.
And yes, the Oak Hill students are feeling the pressure. They do not want this extraordinary 25-year winning streak to come to an end on their watch.
That's a big, okay, fingers crossed
So
for Oak Hill.
we'll keep an eye on how things go, and we'll keep you updated here on 207.
Oh, good stuff. All right, coming up.